Hey everybody, it's Bruno from NB, and where it doesn't all have to be serious, but you have to be a little serious. I have my great collaborators, friends, incredibly intelligent folks from, hold on a second, do I get the right guy? No, I'm just joking. Yeah. We got Adam and Caitlin from ENTA Solutions, and thanks, welcome to the show. We're standing up for this one.
Right, thanks.
What do you think?
Okay. So, I'm super excited.
It was Adam's idea because he's like a foot taller.
To stand?
And well, because he wants us to look up to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
I do look up to Adam for a lot of things, but you know what? I thought it'd be an interesting thing. Let's get to it because our little thumbnail says 3 top sales funnels. You know, we're talking about digital sales funnels or any sales funnel, but mostly the digital sales funnels that have come out these days. And they're like, oh, you know what? Anything on YouTube these days, kind of like, hey, you want to make your business go faster? Build a sales funnel, click funnel, you know, slick funnel or conversion pro. What else is there? Infusionsoft funnels and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not bashing any of the softwares by any stretch, but I'm just saying a lot of people try them and they spend a lot of money, a lot of time. And I've broken it down to asking you, because you guys are the experts, top 3 fallacies about electronic digital sales funnels or any sales funnels. Number 1.
Well, number 1, I think it starts with the concept in itself is, you know, everybody thinks they have a funnel when they have a website, right? That's their sales landing page. Well, no, the website's dead, right? And if you're building a website and it looks the old school way, right? That's the first fallacy, is that my website's going to convert sales, right? Because you've got all these pages, and if people are coming to your website, right? Because you have SEO, right? Or you paid for Google AdWords, like, oh, they found you, great. And now they're clicking around. Well, people are distracted. They get lost, right? You put a blog on there, okay, they look at your blog and then, oh, it's time for my meeting, I gotta go. They never did anything. Right? So like the sales funnel in itself is a process, and it's a journey through your experience of what you want your customer to do from the time that they know they have a problem, that you're the possible solution. What is the experience you need them to have? They can only do one thing. This is the experience you walk them through it, right? The fallacy really is that a website is going to convert sales. No, it's not. You've got to walk that person through a journey. It's like going to Walmart, right? What happens when you go to Walmart?
Somebody says, hello, welcome to Walmart.
Right? And then you get distracted by all this stuff in Walmart. I went for a pepper.
Yeah.
And my cart is full of kids' clothes. What do you need? You need somebody.
Adam and I, we get the Batman toys.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Okay, you guys have Batman
Lego
toys.
and
Okay.
And some Fruit Loops. Right?
and the pepper. So
Oh, see, I always forget the pepper.
Oh,
I
there you
walk
go.
out of there and
There
I'm
you
like, I didn't even get what I wanted to get. So, but you get distracted, and that's what happens on the World Wide Web, right? You're looking at this website, and then you go to this website, and then you check out this, and then you're distracted, and you go on to something else. But what if somebody stepped up to you and said, hey, welcome to Walmart. You need a barbecue? Let me take you to that section. Oh, I see you have a barbecue now. Do you need a barbecue kit for flipping your burgers? Oh, absolutely. Let me take you to that, right? Walk your customer through the journey all the way to the end and solve the subsequent problem. So the sales funnel is just a tool. You have to know the journey.
yeah, it's kind of like the difference between shopping and buying. Somebody shows up, wants to buy, you got to figure out, are they buying or are they just hanging out?
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's number 1. Number 1 is walk them through it.
Yeah.
It's not going to convert. It's not going to sell the product for you.
That's right.
Like that greeter's not going to sell anything.
No.
Yeah, I think, you know, if you sum it up, you say a funnel it's a sales strategy. It's not a thing that you can buy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you want to buy a sales funnel and think it's going to work?
Sure, like I can build you a website, I can make an email campaign, I can, you know, make a social media post or whatever. But unless you have a system that works very specifically together, designed to find your ideal customers and get them to want to buy from you, then
You know, and it may seem biased because I know that some of the people that follow us, like on our channels with MegaPixx and all that, they've seen us talk before.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I didn't know these folks before. I never met you guys. And they were probably, I have to think, the people that have explained it the best to our company. So good for you or bad for us. It's taken us this long to figure it out. And I can't speak for everybody in our company at MegaPixx, but made it plain Jane, simple English. Can I say Jane, or do I have to say Jane, John?
They, them.
I don't know.
Jane, John, Jill. Simple. And broke it down into small molecular. I'm just trying to be smart because they're both engineers. So,
You're doing great.
really?
Yeah.
I'm going to come up with some fancy words. I have no idea what they mean, but you guys will explain it to me, just like you explained the digital sales funnel.
Yeah.
And I thought I knew it. I thought I did a lot of stuff, but you guys helped clarify that minute difference. And now we're all on the same page. We're all doing it. And I want to go to fallacy number 2. Maybe Adam. Fallacy number 2 of sales funnels or ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is software.
Yeah.
But I'm saying clicking through a funnel.
I think one of the biggest fallacies, and I think this comes from web pages, is that it has to be really complicated or really cool looking or really dynamic or whatever. Some of the best converting funnels are literally a white page with a picture and an order form. Like,
Yeah.
so I think that is, you know, the web page can look really slick and be super shiny and super awesome. And you know, where we can, you can make a funnel landing page look good, but it doesn't have to be.
And
right?
does it convert?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what you want. You don't want a website that doesn't do anything. You want it to convert. Why do you have a website? Why?
In business, you're not entertaining unless you're entertaining for free. But it reminds me of one of the ultimate funnels, sales funnels on a website ever was Craigslist. Right? You go on the little search bar and you write down 1966 Carmen Ghia 6-volt battery, blue, the one that Maxwell Smart was driving in the first episode.
Right,
it shows up and it goes, gotta sell it, estate sell, $3,000, you'd buy it.
Right.
Like there was no watching the car running or anything. I know I'm trying to be silly, but that is an example, I think, of just not fancy. Boom, got it, buy it, next.
Yeah, like I think sometimes you look at a flashy, so let's harp on the website again, but like it's almost like you're thinking, oh, someone needs to go there and they need to be impressed and I need to convince them and then they'll buy me. The deal with the funnel is you found the right people. The person there doesn't need to be convinced. He's already someone that likes your stuff.
And needs it.
So he just wants to be able to click somewhere to buy as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And that's right. That's where the magic comes, is outside the funnel world, right?
Well, and you'll have some people who are like, oh, yeah, that's not my business, right? No, my clients need to know about me. They need to know about, and you know what? They might need to know a little bit, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, it doesn't need to be everything. You know, if you have a high ticket item, no one's going to purchase right now on an order form. Get it, got it, good. You need a different type of funnel.
Right.
A different strategy works for you, right? And so you got a high ticket item, like, you know, a consulting firm or you're, you know, an inspection company, right? Where it's like, okay, we need to have a chat first. Great, you still need to funnel those people, but you're funneling them to have that chat.
Yeah, it's funny that you should mention that. You got to get to know them and everything like that. And in my prior business, they're saying, you know, if you know, in the human capital business, I got to get to know somebody and I got to feel comfortable, and that's part of it. But when you are a buyer and you want to buy a trampoline or something like that, I always bring it back to the plumber example.
Okay.
Right? We're having, I don't know, Easter dinner or Christmas dinner or something like that, and I'm having you guys over, and you know, I'm not going to hang out with you guys. I'm just going to hang out with your kids
yeah.
and play games and, you know, like whatever. But all of a sudden, oh my God, all the bathrooms are clogged or, you know, backing up. So you call the plumber. And this is called the plumber effect, right?
Yeah.
Different degrees of crises, right? And you call the plumber. Can you imagine the plumber going, you know, before I come over, I'd like to get to know you a little bit?
It's my problem.
Like, I got shit going on.
Literally.
So I need you to come over, you know, and do this. And like, you know, there's a 7-step process for you to get to know me and my product and my service. What would you say to that?
Next
one. You got to call the plumber, right?
Yeah.
So depending on, like you said, if it's a high ticket item or a long pensive item, you know, journey. But so, you know, number one, websites don't necessarily convert, or
No.
you can't expect the sales funnel to convert for you.
No, you still have to.
There's got to be a
close.
transaction
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And the second one was just basically,
Doesn't have to be complicated.
yeah.
Don't complicate it. Keep it simple and get rid of all of those pages.
Oh, okay, so you guys sound smart right now.
Oh, thank you.
You look smart. You look great.
Here's a 20.
Smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Remember the guy? Now we have to say, do you remember Don Cherry? He was like, good-looking guy, you know, whatever. Look at him go. You know, good-looking guys from, you know, from Alberta, Ontario. You're from
Yep.
Ontario, right?
Right.
It comes off silky smooth right now. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did you guys learn?
Well, 2020 was rough for us,
As most.
as many.
We lost like 90% of our contracts either got canceled or put on hold.
So yeah, like what to do other than, of course, panic for 2 weeks and build like 5 spreadsheets, right?
the calculation of like,
Yeah.
okay, how many days until we die?
Yeah, to prove the problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
engineers do, right?
Right.
Yeah, totally. But
I did feel better after we had one. so.
of course you did. But then we decided, okay, what are we going to do? We have to lean in, we have to pivot. We learned digital marketing, we took courses, we learned the software ClickFunnels, which introduced us to a huge platform of education on it, right? Like that was really the power. There's lots of software tools out there, but it's a matter of being educated on the strategy, right? And that's where it comes down is it's not hard to learn. It took us what, 3 months to master it as far as the software goes, and they give you courses and they help you, right? But it's not difficult, but it's all the stuff that goes with it. It's the strategy, it's taking it into the process.
You're a master.
Wow.
You guys are masters because you know what? You led into the third fallacy.
That's right.
Is that there's so much software out there and you have all these commercials on YouTube, et cetera, and they're saying, make it easy, buy, and I'm not going to jam on any software out there, but they make it sound super, super, super easy. And I'm here to tell you 2 things. I always say this as a joke. Number 1, rock and roll dreams do come true. So you could figure it out,
Yeah.
and it's not, you know, super. It's not like learning Italian, Spanish, and Latin on the same day, right?
It is daunting though, right?
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm interrupting. Sorry, my hand. But these guys are engineers, right? And they are stupid smart. And for them to say, yeah, well, it was pretty simple, like relatively speaking.
Okay.
About 3 months.
Yeah,
It's
so that's like 74 years for myself.
Well, you know, exactly right. Like if
And you're running a business. And you're running a spreadsheet that says, you know, you're broke.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm really good, you know, metaphorically, I'm really good at selling a car or selling plumbing service, like doing plumbing. If I don't plumb, is that a word? If I don't plumb it up and to go away and learn software, no offense to plumbers or architects or whatever, they're not you guys with software.
Well, and that's kind of the
That's
hardest
number 3.
part. That's number 3. Beautiful. But that's the hardest part, Bruno, is like being able to say, okay, this isn't my strength. It's worth investing in somebody to just do this for me, right? Because then it's done. Box it, done. You consider it done, right? Solve that problem for me, so I can focus on my strengths. But that's not always easy to do as a business owner. You get in your head, right?
Well, that's actually ironically one of you know, the biggest trainings we got when we were learning about funnels was you need a who, not a how, and figure that out
Right.
first.
And you know, you look back at the software, and it sounds like I'm pounding on software. I kind of am, because people who sell the software and get you through their sales funnel, they do an amazing job to tell you, you too can build this car one piece at a time. But the good old, hey, we're both wearing black. We're all wearing black. The man in black, Johnny Cash, couldn't build it one piece at a time. I'm dating myself, but I love Johnny Cash. Like, you cannot really sometimes afford learning, implementing, failing, going back to the drawing board when you're faced with a 2020 or 2021 or whatever year it was, right? And the one thing that I'm probably going to throw out, and we're going to talk about this many times, but I always say, correct me about your opinion, but you can't trust, not that you can't trust young people, right? You can't trust a young person out of school who's really good with the gadgetry, with telling my business story, getting it right,
and understanding the strategy behind the tool.
it's totally unfair to them.
Yeah.
So they kind of say, you know what, my niece just graduated with digital media. She's running it all. I'm like, God bless her. Like, that's a recipe for her to really get stressed out.
Well, and I think that's the missing piece to this, right? Like, you've got the software and you've got the person in the business who wants to get a funnel, right? But you have to understand the business strategy, the sales process, and that's the magic. The tool just helps you get there, right? And if you don't have business experience doing it,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Well, it's a different question, right? Like if I put a laptop down in front of you right now and I said, here's a funnel software, here's ClickFunnels, save your business, go, right? Versus build a funnel. Those are very different tasks.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, we learned it in 3 months. Can anybody go and learn it? Like, the tools are there totally. Do you have time? They are. You can. I strongly believe in people, but do you want to take that time? Like, it's the cost of your time, right? And at the end of the day, are you understanding the business strategy and the sales process that goes in behind it, right? You can take one and turn it on.
Yeah.
Where's the traffic?
Well, and we're still learning a year later, right? We're still getting better at refining. Okay,
Totally.
now where do I plug in social media? Now where do I plug in, some videos? Where do I plug in a podcast?
Because it starts at the funnel.
Right.
That's the start. Once your funnel's done, work starts.
Well, here's the scary part. Can we have suspenseful music art and put on there? Da da da, da da da, like really scary music. Here's the scary part. How many times do you go back to the software provider that you have that does this and go, hey, we never thought of that. Boom. Whoa. They don't even know. Because they cannot understand your business better than you can. And you're trying to use this navigation tool, I call it gadgets, right? In building it, right? So, okay, numero uno was?
That depth of the website, that you've got a funnel. You need a sales funnel, right?
Number two?
Doesn't have to be flashy, keep it simple.
And number three?
Your traffic doesn't live there. You're going to need a strategy to go with it.
That's right. And the machinery is not for everybody.
It's not. I mean, go for it. Give it a try.
Okay, so these folks have helped us out. I make no bones about it. I love working with you guys. I'm just throwing it out. Click underneath to find out more. I think it's going to be underneath, way down here somewhere. Just click it, get in touch with them, and if they don't have the answers, I don't know who comes up with answers faster than you guys, but it's been a dream to work with them, and I don't know. So thanks for this part of the meeting.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I see you're going to grill us one-on-one next.
Oh my God, yeah.
Pressure's on.
Okay, hang on tight. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, if you want someone you know to be our next guest, simple. Click below in the description and we'll get in touch with them. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and you'll never, ever miss another episode.